Hey, you guys, welcome to Align Frequency. And I wanted to talk about a full moon. Now, I know we just entered the full moon, which is the blue moon in Sagittarius on May the 31st, depending on where you are in the world, what time zone you in. But I wanted to talk about how full moons are really there for you to manifest what you want and how the full moon affects our energy. So, me personally, I like to line everything up with my energy and self care, and just, I like to practice basically a full moon ritual. And I want to give you guys the steps to that, and I just want to talk about what a full moon ritual is. A full moon ritual is a spiritual self care practice. It's focused on releasing negativity, cleansing your energy, your space, realigning yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Most of the time, the full moons represent closures, healing, reflection, and transformation. Now, this is one of the perfect time to let go anything that no longer serves you for your highest self when there's a full moon. This is the good times for manifestation. I know a lot of people say sometimes they notice they have a change in their emotions. Sometimes a lot of them feel restless. Sometimes a lot of people say they feel a lot of anxiety. Sometimes their chakras don't feel balanced, or they feel very over emotional. It just really depends on you and what the full moon is in. So, for example, the full moon is in Sagittarius. For me, that makes me think of self care for this full moon in Sagittarius. So I want to tell you about some things you can do to get yourself prepared for a full moon and what to expect, and to align your energy so that you can thrive. And if you're looking to manifest during a full moon, what things you should do or prepare yourself so that manifestation will come to surface and it'll reach its highest point for you. Of course, your energy needs to be on point. Of course, your mind needs to be aligned. Of course, we need to be thriving in positive energy and having gratitude for everything and cutting out the negativity. And I know that sounds difficult, but you can actually do that naturally without making it a difficult step. So let's talk about the steps. So step one is your clean space. As you can see, before you begin this ritual, you need to make sure your home is clean. From cluttered, your rooms, your windows and stuff, fresh smells in. Maybe you clean up with Pine Sol, Fabuloso, bleach, vinegar. Basically, it is make sure your house is tidy. If you like candles, light you some candles, light you some different incense. The incense you can use is the seven chakra incense. You can use sandalwood. You can use ginseng. You can use peppermint. You can use even spiritual incense, whatever you would like to use. A clean space allows positive energy to flow more freely. So, and a lot of people like to use sage. If you use sage, I do ask of you to make sure your doors are open so all the negative energy can go out and exit out the home. You don't really supposed to actually be smudging your home, and your doors and stuff is closed. You're keeping that energy inside your home. You want to release it out. So you should open your doors, open your windows, and release it out. And sometimes you chant affirmations. It really just depends on you. Now, that is the first step, because clean area is the best thing to do if you ask me. Now, the second step is to cleanse your energy. Take a spiritual bath or shower using Epsom salt, sea salt, lavender for relaxation, rose petal, essential oils, Florida water. Now, me personally, I use Florida water, and I use Epsom salt, and I use lavender. And what I usually do is I actually run a warm bath. I set my intentions, I put on my mantra, and I state whatever affirmation. that I'm using. For example, once the water is red, put the Epsom salt in, and I use that Florida water. It smells really good. If you're sensitive down there, I would suggest just using it as a shower, using it with a shower and mixing it with sea salt or Epsom salt and lavendering your body with it, and then cleansing your body off with warm lukewarm water. But if you're not and you feel like you can do that, then cleanse yourself off, and what that's going to do is release all the negative energy and walk on peace, healing, and alignment. And I usually always, when I'm cleansing myself, I say an affirmation. You can repeat, I release all negativity and walk on peace, healing, and alignment. Again, I release all negativity and walk on peace, healing, and alignment. And you can play mantra, affirmation, whatever you would like. It's not a set time or anything. It's just so you can, get your head on trying to start a ritual for the full moon to prepare yourself to be cleansed in your bodies like our ancestors did. So when you're ready to manifest or close those doors or the towers coming in for you to receive, it'll be easily for you to receive with a cleanse, welcoming energy. Okay, that was step 2. And you guys, I like to use visuals a lot, so you want to see me with a lot of visuals. So step 3, set the mood. Okay, so you want to do this with limited distractions, create a peaceful atmosphere. Me personally, I turn my lights off and I use candles. Like I stated, you can use the soft music, mantra, affirmations, candles. You can align yourself with different type of crystals, like the crystals that I have over here, the money tree. This is an example of how the money tree looks. Also, if it's possible, if you're doing it in the middle of the night when there's a moon, the moonlight is coming, you can actually open up your window so you can see it. But just set the mood. Allow yourself to slow down and become present and have peace and get out the distractions of a house of people. So this is a time where you and each want to allow yourself maybe about 30 minutes of time to do this. The minimum, I would say about 15 to 20, but 30 minutes altogether doing a full moon ritual. Okay, that was step 3, you guys. We're going to move on to step 4. Now, step 4 is things that I like to do during a full moon. I like to write down what I want to release. So journaling is everything. Journaling helps you get things done. It helps you if you're an overthinker. It helps you if you're indecisive, you can't make up your mind. Journal things you're going through, whether that's a fear of being laid off, a fear of generational curses, whether you have anxiety of just being overwhelmed with the new position you may have or the new relationship, whether you want to talk about your toxic relationship, self-doubt, you're overthinking, maybe you just want to write down a list of things that you know you have to get done. Maybe you even want to journal the negative habits that you have, like vaping or maybe cursing or maybe being vindictive, and you just want to put those there. Your emotional pain, and maybe you feel unappreciative about others or not loved enough or not enough emotional support. Journaling is everything. Write those things down and don't think too much of it. Even if you just want to write a letter to yourself or the universe or the divine and release those things. And then what I want you to say after that is say, I release what no longer serves me. And again, I like to do mines at least 3 times. So then you'll say it again. I release what no longer serves me. I release what no longer serves me. And some people safely like to burn the paper afterwards, as it symbolizes a release. It really does. I know people that, whether it's molestation, hurt, family trauma, generation curses, toxic relationships, they'll burn it. They'll actually write it down, write everything down in a journal on a journal sheet of paper, and they'll burn everything and release it. Okay, that was step 4, you guys. Step 5. Let's start now setting our intentions, right? Now it's time to, once we did our cleaning of our home, cleansing our body, writing down the things we want to release. Now it's time to set our intentions. Write down what you want to attract in your life. This is a time where you put your mind on exactly what you want and what you want to receive so the universe can receive it. After we didn't got rid of what we don't want, we want to focus on what we want. We want to focus on positivity and not negativity. So, for example, you want peace, you write down peace. I want a peaceful relationship in my life. I am, universe, thank you for my financial abundance and my new line of career. Thank you for the love that I receive from my friends and family and the love that I'm able to give. Thank you for the confidence that I have at work as I go through the day. And thank you for the confidence that I thrive through my position that I have. Thank you, universe, for helping me to heal myself and show other people how to heal. Thank you for this successful career that I have, for this successful remote job, or the successful thriving relationship. Thank you for my stability so that I'm able to bless others and help others. You know, say things and write these things down where these things become normal to you. You're writing it as it exists. If you notice, I said, thank you for, or I am happy for my successful job or my financial abundance where I can help others. And there's an example as well. For example, I am aligned with abundance, peace, and positive opportunities. Say it and let it be natural to you guys. And that's just setting your intentions. That's step 5. You guys, be a little patient with me. Okay, step 6. Meditate or pray. I can't tell you who to pray to, but all I can say is that whoever you believe, hey, if that's what you want to do, pray. But I'm going to say spend a few moments taking deep breaths in and out and exhaling out. Meditating, if that's something you want to do, you can always find a video online. I know Mary Kate is a good example, and I'm not being paid to promote her. She's a really good example. I use her. Lavender is a really good example. She has a very soft voice as well. Also, there are plenty other people on YouTube channels that you can actually listen to or follow some of the Abraham Hicks videos that they have. And then pray. Whether you want to meditate and you release all the energy, you pray, and you know, whether you just want to have a gratitude prayer where you say, thank you, the Most High, the universe, the divine, my ancestors, my spirits, my guides. Thank you for my friends and family and associates and acquaintances and my great job that you gave me, my car that works, my financial stability. I'm able to pay off debt. Thank you for allowing me to be able to feed my family every day and to be in a loving, thriving relationship. You pray, you pray and you bring that stuff to surface. Having gratitude is everything. You also, while I'm doing it, I'm reflecting on things. I'm reflecting on, I'm glad the universe provides food on my table. I'm glad the universe provides me a vehicle to get back and forth. And then you visualize your goals too. Thank you so much for helping my business to bring in new clients monthly, and I'm bringing in extra income, and I'm visualizing this. I'm visualizing people coming in or calling me for consultations. I'm taking in money. You really want to focus on picturing yourself stepping into a version of yourself you're becoming. And this follows the line with quantity leaping, and that'll be in another video, but this is something that will help you. Meditating, I don't care if it takes 3 to 5 minutes or maybe 2-minute prayer of gratitude. Step 6, I suggest not skipping at all. I would do all the steps. Okay, you guys, we're going to move on to step 7. Step 7 is charge crystals and moon water. So me personally, as you see all these crystals that I have crystals. I have plenty of more. You can go to Amazon and get crystals, or you can find a crystal shop or those healing stores and find them. And then I have a list of popular crystals like the rose quartz, and I use that frequently a lot. The clear quartz. You can look up whatever crystal you want it for a particular reason. You just have to look it up. I will also say for moon water, you can also use that for your spiritual baths, your cleansing, whether you want to wipe down your furniture with it. You use it to plant watering for self-care rituals and manifestation rituals. And I just say the charged crystals, they bring in energy along with moon water. You would like to, if you like, you could place the crystals or water under the moonlight overnight. You don't have to. It's not a must for number 7, but you can. And a lot of things you can do too. You can use your 7 chakra crystals and use those as well. Guys, and that's 7. Okay, you guys, we're moving on to number 8, protect your energy. That goes back to what I stated. You want to make sure you allow yourself enough time. So if there's a day where half of the day your significant other or the children are out of there, or you know that the neighbors are going to be gone and there's no construction or anything in your near your neighborhood or anything, this will be a good time to do this. Now, because you are protecting your energy and you're going to be releasing a lot of negative energy and you want to bring in a lot of positive energy after your ritual, there are certain things you should do as well. Get your rest on it, you guys. They say that the average adult should be sleeping between 6 to 9 hours a day. Some people don't sleep that much, but try to, if you can, get your rest in, stay hydrated, drink your waters, eat your fruits, eat your vegetables. Stay well enough where if you feel a burst of energy, it won't overwhelm you or you won't feel restless afterwards. Avoid unnecessary drama. If you got someone who wants to be argumentative, want to take your energy from you, wants to go back and forth, wants to be combative with you, let it go. Just let it go. At this time, let's just let it go. Protect your peace with that. Everything is not worth fighting and battling over. Continue speaking positively over your life. So this is why you don't want to deal with people who are bringing in negativity, because of your energy is going to serve for your manifestations too. And you want to show gratitude to the universe, so the energy that you put out there, you receive it back. I also want you all to remember that energy flows where attention goes. So if you want to be negative and engage in somebody else's problems, their issues, talk negative, go back and forth with those, that's where you put all your energy to. And I don't know about you, I'd rather put all my energy in with something that I want. Maybe I'm manifesting a new career. Maybe I'm manifesting a new love partner. Maybe I'm manifesting a raise. I would rather put all of that into the energy rather than not putting it into others that are not worth it. Just be careful about the energy that you put out there. Protect your energy. Now, here's a list right here I want you all to take a look at. This list is a full moon affirmations. For example, I release fear, welcome abundance. I trust the divine timing. My energy is protected. I am aligned with peace, healing, and growth. What is meant for me will never be missed. Final reminder, the full moon is not about perfection. It's about reflection, releasing, healing, and growth. Allow yourself to be you and let go heavy burdens that doesn't serve you. And stay aligned and protect your frequency, and it'll become a normal ritual after a while. I will also say to you guys, if you're not into it, you don't have to each his own. I just want to say this to you all. Everyone practice what they want to practice and believe in what they want to believe in. Do what works for you. Don't focus on anyone else. Focus on bringing in good energy and providing good energy out there so that you can receive it. I do want to remind you guys, you are always loved and always in a welcome space, a safe space with me. Just stay aligned and stay protected, and remember, what is meant for you will never be missed. Thank you for tuning in with Aligned Frequency. Namaste, love, light. Until next time.